Hey, good morning. It's about the nicest day we've had in a week. So I've still got my hat and gloves on here. It's still pretty cold out, but we got to go ahead and get some diesel for our little John Deere tractor. On the day it was -13, -20. It would not start. We had some gelling going on. We did have some treatment in the fuel, but it didn't start regardless. Actually had to take the heat gun out, warm up the lines, then it started up. So we got to go get some diesel fuel today. We've got a lot of snow around here, decent pile right over there, and it's a hard snow now, so we got to get that cleaned up today. Thinking if you want to come along for the ride, sounds good. We'll start up the old 1-ton back here and go get some. It's 20 degrees right now, so it should start up okay. Go ahead and push that in, turn that off. We'll let it go for just a few minutes here. Alright, so we got the family loaded up. We're gonna go get some diesel. As long as we don't hit our tractor. There we go. I don't think we're gonna go this way. Oh boy, it's too much. Here we go. Alright, it's pretty cold out, so I always bring a pair of pliers, and I use them to turn the locks on and off, or free and lock. I could probably turn them right now, but not a big deal. Just on those really cold days, it's hard to turn them. Also, for any of you that have an OBS Ford, a little trick for you to make sure that the gas doesn't keep kicking off. I shouldn't say gas, but diesel. So just kind of a neat deal right there. All right, we're all filled up with diesel, so we're ready to go home and tackle all that big snow. We want to get Tinley, she's right in the back, just get her out so she can play in the snow for a little while. There is wind cover, so it's not going to be totally windy on the farm. It's windy in a lot of places, but we can play right around the house.
Oh yeah, I guess we're gonna stop at 10:45.
That's right. We're gonna make a stop right here at the little grocery store in this little town and get a couple things, then we'll hit the road again. In case anyone's wondering how those Optima batteries are doing, fired up this morning, as you've seen in the video. So, yeah. Don't really feel like spending $530. I think we can probably get them for about $475. It's a lot of money.
You want to let me know?
Yeah.
Does it look like they're open?
Sign says open.
Oh. I'll be right back.
You guys have checked out the three-wheeler videos. We do have some more coming up. We're trying to get things moving on that. It's been so cold out. Freezing out.
Literally.
And we're going to do a follow-up video on that fireplace that we repainted and restored or refurbished, whatever you want to say, a while back. Put some wood in there to do a test fire after we got it all hooked up, and it started burning the paint off, which was pretty bad smelling. Disappointing. Silly me. We picked out the paint. We never decided to use high heat paint. So we're gonna bake that thing and we're gonna see how much comes off, or if any comes off. It's just changing colors right now. We're okay if it changes colors, but if it comes off, we're gonna have to do a new paint job on it with some high heat paint. So cross your fingers for us, that'll be coming out. We want the fireplace. It's homey, cozy.
Propane's expensive.
Very expensive.
We made it.
We're home. Well, I don't know what changed while we went, but since I don't know, the wind picked up a whole bunch. It's almost a ground blizzard right now. These lids are kind of a pain. Oh, that didn't work. The wind is kind of a pain too, I guess. Brr. Well, I thought I was going to go out here and put the GoPro right on the John Deere, move some snow around. I think we're still going to try it. But it's so windy out, it just hits the face. Really cold, 20 degrees Fahrenheit, but it probably feels like around zero with the way this wind is blowing. I'm going to hook up the camera. We're going to see if it hangs in there. It might freeze up. If it does, you know. I was letting this idle the other day, quite a while ago I guess, and it said it had a quarter tank of fuel in it. Opened up the lid and it was about gone. I don't know if it's having a little trouble, if it was a little froze up or what. Hopefully we didn't run it down too low. I tried to idle it up to high idle and it was just coming right back down. Just about out of fuel. Try to fire it up. Trouble keeping it going. Well, it's been a few days. I don't know how it is, but really seasonably warm today. So the tractor actually fired up last night. I think it got up to about 20, 30 degrees even, and that's crazy for South Dakota in January. Not 20 so much, but in the 30s, yeah, that's pretty rare. So it started up last night. I moved just a little bit of snow with it, and it was dogging down when I would get it up in the higher RPMs. So I think our fuel filters are clogged up, or we've definitely got some ice in there still. The fuel filters need to be changed on this, both the inline one and the main filter. So let's go ahead and do that now, and then we'll take it outside. We'll see if we can actually get a little snow pile built for our little 2-year-old. We got a little snow in the bucket. If I were to start it up right now, it would start, it would run, but idling it up, once you get it to wide open throttle, it starts dogging down. So here is the first filter that we're gonna change. This is the main one. Second one's just actually right over here underneath the deck. Moose, what do you think? What's going on? Should we fix your favorite ride? Moose loves the tractor. Oh man. Moose comes wherever I go. He follows. You're a good puppy. Okay, we've got our main filter lit up. This is the part that we've got. Part number MIU 804763 by John Deere. Comes in a pack of 2. As you can see right there, there's 2 of them. Let's take it out here. This is what we've got. I mean, it's the right length, it looks like, but it just seems like it's a little too skinny. So we're gonna see if this is actually the one when we take this off. All right, I went ahead and shut the fuel off. Pointing up, it's open. Pointing over, it's closed, your little fuel petcock. This is a John Deere 1023E. There we go. Got a little bit of fuel coming out here. That is the right filter. It sure looks good to me. Probably should have clamped off that hose. Most likely I'll be paying for that when I try to start it up. We'll see what happens. Stay tuned. Let's take this off. There we go. There's a little spring down in there. Here's our filter. Don't want to do that. Okay, let's take our new filter. Let's get it up and in here, right into place. We'll just push in. Doesn't take much. There you go. We're gonna see if we can get this to fill up with fuel just by opening up the petcock. It should. And we won't fire it up until that is the case. Let's see here. There we go. We've got a fuel pump on these. So let's see here. Let's turn on the key. Oh, there we go. Open that petcock up right there. That'd probably make a big difference. I can hear the fuel draining from the tank in the back. This is all the way filled up. I'm not seeing any leaks. We're gonna wipe that down. As for now, we're gonna turn that back off, close that up, open it up again. Should be good. Let's go ahead and get this wiped off. So we're gonna wanna check for leaks, but I didn't see anything coming out when that fuel pump was running. And as you can see down here, you know, we've got the new filter, we've got the spring, we've got our little retainer ring right in there to keep everything right in the center. And I think this one is wrapped up. Let's go back to the underneath inline filter this time. Next, we've got an inline filter. It just goes right down here. Your fuel tank's just a side fender here in the back. So John Deere AM 116304, that's the part number. Simple inline fuel filter. All right, my players are inside the house working on a fireplace project. And so I'm just gonna use these needle nose. Works just fine to back it off. No big deal. Let me see if I can see this one. That is way up there. Just gonna pull this off. Got the some paper towels here. Put on there fairly thick and then clamped down with the good old vice grips. Not the most ideal, but it does work. Okay, let's see if we can get that to come off there. It's coming. Don't do this to your good filter. All right, we'll have a little drip here. Not much with that being clamped off. That's good. Now we can turn this. We can get to the clamp up here. You might not be able to see this, but I can see both. I can see the clamp up here, so I can actually loosen it up. Get it back. There we go, it's backed off. I should be able to get this to come off. So just take note before you take it off. Just take note of the flow. You've got your inlet, then you've got your filter, then you've got your outlet. So skinny part inlet, big part outlet. This filter doesn't look too bad, which is nice. Nothing wrong with the little diesel running down your arms. Grab our little pick tool. Should be able to help us get that off. There we go. Just show you a little bit. Here's our old, here's our new. Little comparison. Should be able to push this one back just a little bit. Pull it back so we can get, don't have to bend, you don't want to bend your filter to put on the new one. Let's go ahead and use our incorrect needle nose pliers to get this back up. There's that. Now our next one. I'm actually going to take this clamp off. One clamp's off. Take our other clamp off. There we go. And we got a little bit of play up here again, so I can just nudge this forward enough to see our clamp. Bring it back down here. Two tickets to paradise. Boy, pliers work a lot better. So use the pliers. Two tickets. Come on. Little fella. Well, that should do it. We're going to put it on there a little better. Not satisfied with that one. Boy, I should just go inside and get those pliers, huh? He told me stealing is a lazy man's way. You know, truth be told, I did go inside and look for those pliers, but I can't find them. So that's silly, isn't it? What you guys think? Got to be on there a little bit more. Not quite satisfied here. Come on. Let's turn it on, see if we see any leaks. Gonna turn on the fuel pump, suck some fuel into that. 3, 2, 1. All right, I think we're full up. Turn that off. Let's clean up our little mess here. All right, here we go. A couple old filters. There's the basic inline filter. Here's the main filter. Those are the old, so we're gonna toss those away. Okay, this is the first start. Haven't fired it up yet. No leaks down on the inline filter, no leaks here on the main filter. Our fuel petcock is on. Here we go. Might have a couple hiccups, but we should be okay. Perfect. All right, now the whole reason we wanted to do this, clear the driveway, 2 reasons actually, and then we're gonna make a little snow pile for our daughter. So let's do that real quick. that's gonna wrap it up for today. Thanks for hanging out. Our family appreciates you guys and gals watching. Crystal wanted to be king of the hill first. Youngster said it's king of the mountain now. I don't know if it's king of the hill or king of the mountain these days. Back when we played it, it's definitely king of the hill. So thanks again so much. Check out our Facebook page. It's at Two Stall Garage. Otherwise, check out our Instagram page at Two Stall Garage LLC. Moose appreciates the support. Hope you guys have a wonderful day. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.